Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And good day to you, one and all. And welcome to today's painting process video, where we paint a fucking worm. A naked fucking worm. Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim. Man, I went back and watched the Earthworm Jim TV show a little while ago, the cartoon, and it really does sort of have the feel of a cynical cash grab. Like, I'll just make some fucking cartoon because the video game's popular, so quick, throw a show out there, slap it together, get some cash, sell some merchandise. We'll get the voice of Homer Simpson to do Earthworm Jim. People will love it. It'll be great. It really just doesn't hold up. It's just not it. And the theme song is a very good indicator of that. Because, the music for the video game was so, not huge and iconic, but so perfectly fit the weird world of Earthworm Jim. And the TV show, it's just your standard sort of bleh, forgettable Saturday morning cartoon TV series. It's not going to go down in history like fucking, the Cartoon Network and the Nickelodeon grandstand of classic cartoons. Anyway, painting, that's what we're doing today. I guess I have to explain every single time because I still get questions asking about the goddamn red painting. The red that I paint first is called underpainting. Right now, go and Google underpainting and it'll tell you all you need to know. It can give like a base tone to help set the tone for the painting as a whole. It can also literally just act as a better layer to paint on, almost like a primer, rather than the paint or paper or card or whatever it is you're painting on. And also it acts as a basic mid-tone that you can build up from, or like a darker tone, rather than having to paint in darker tones. You can start from the middle and work your way up, rather than starting from the bottom and working your way up. And you can leave gaps in it to leave shadows, and especially if you're painting flesh, like a nice fleshy worm, having red underneath is very good because it can sort of leak and bleed through the paint, like blood underneath flesh. So I painted a bunch of flesh tones for the worm because it's a worm, isn't it? So Earthworm Jim without his suit, his power suit, when he's just a silly little naked worm. A few flesh tones, highlight until I'm happy with it. And in the head, I made I sort of fucked it up a little bit by putting it all in the highlight tone over all the rendering I'd done. But, I wanted it to be lighter and that'll show better in the final piece. When it's finished or whatever. A little bit of underglow on the underside for the grass, making his belly glow green a little bit, just for an extra little bit of tone and form in there. The background, I actually Googled out of focus park photo, literally, and then just sort of painted a random out of focus park photo because I thought that would look all right for the background, and I think I didn't perfectly replicate it, but I think I just about emulated the vibe of an out of focus park photo for the background for old Jim to sit in front of. Just messy brush strokes, so it's out of focus, and then with these outlines especially, making Jim more in focus. Oh, there's his funny goggly eyes with his tongue hanging out. Putting in the little bits of hatching, little bits of texture, little bits of shadow, little bits of detail, then the white highlights, finishing everything off with a nice sheen to his soft, wet, fleshy skin. Fucking delicious.